Hello everyone and welcome back to another set of reviews here on Jurassic Collectibles with me, Tom. So firstly, thank you for the feedback about the lighting situation. As you can see, hopefully it's a little bit better, a little bit clearer. Do let me know if it's still not perfect though, and we will keep tweaking away at it until you can see things much better. So as you can see today, we have got a Camp Cretaceous character, an iconic character from the second season. This is Grim, the Baryonyx, and this is one that I have been waiting to get my hands on for quite some time. You can see a better look at Grim on the back of the packaging there. This figure does still come with the Camp Cretaceous map and sticker set. You've got obviously the Soundstrike feature there, so this is a Soundstrike figure. Camp Cretaceous branding across the packaging. The Dino Facts App logo just up here. And the other two figures in this wave, you have got the Triceratops and the Pteranodon. I'm not planning on picking these up currently, but if you guys would like a review on them, do let me know, and I can always look at changing that. So Grim is one of 3 Baryonyx in Camp Cretaceous Season 2. There is Grim, there is Limbo, and there is Chaos. We've got one other Baryonyx so far from the show, and that is this one, which is Limbo, although it is not called Limbo on the packaging. And Grim is the first named Baryonyx to be released in a brand new Soundstrike mold for the Baryonyx. So let's cut this one open and take a look at Grim. Okay, so here is Grim the Baryonyx out of the packaging. And the first thing I want to mention with this figure, compared to every other Baryonyx we've got so far, is the fact that the jaw is independently articulated. So you can open it, you can close it. That's just a really nice feature that I personally like to have with my dinosaurs. So, taking a closer look at that head there, we might need to turn that up slightly. There we go. You can see that Grim has got this really nice kind of red marking across its eye, which is really cool. If we bring the light down a bit, you can see that there. Looks really cool, adds some interesting characteristics to this figure's kind of face. I was going to say sculpt, but it's not sculpt, but it's kind of a facial identity, I suppose. And you can see that it is really well painted there as well. If we twist it around, it's just as well painted on the other side, looks really good. And the cool thing with this figure is because it's Soundstrike, you can get some movement out of that head there as well. And again, if we open that jaw up, you can see we've got teeth in there, a tongue, gums, all of the detail you come to expect from these figures. So the cool kind of Baryonyx sculpt there really is different to anything we've seen before, obviously with the way the tail and the neck is assembled. I believe, looking at it side by side with another Baryonyx, that it is a heavily retooled and repurposed body from the other Baryonyx sculpt, the kind of chomping sculpt and also the Roarivore sculpt, but it still looks good nonetheless. And the thing with Grim is there is lots of paint applications. As you can see there, you've got dark greens, got slightly lighter greens, these tan colours which then fade into the kind of brown for the skin. Hopefully that's showing up okay on camera. They do all merge quite closely. And all of that just looks really gorgeous and is really well applied on the Grim figure. Now, the rest of the figure doesn't really have too much in the way of paint. As I say, the green does kind of swap halfway down. So you've got light green down at the back here. You do get green highlights on the kind of thighs of the dinosaur, and then coming down to the feet, we do have some black paintwork for the toe claws there. No paintwork for the finger claws, however. And that is kind of it for Grim in a nutshell, really. You can see there is a little bit more green paint on the back of the tail, but not too much, and that's because it doesn't need it. This is very accurate to the way this dinosaur is portrayed within the show. So I'm glad that they didn't really overdo it here, because it would have been very, very easy to just make Grim look different. But this actually feels like it's pulled from the Netflix screen, which is really cool. In terms of articulation on this one, we'll just pop off the camera's focus quickly so it doesn't do any funny business while we do this. The legs move in and out, go forward and back. The arms can come out and go forwards like that. The jaw opens and closes as we showed you before. And you also get some good range of motion in the neck and tail with the play feature. And that play feature, if we get it to refocus, does actually come with sound. So we'll go through the sounds now and cycle through them. So a nice assortment of sounds for Grim as well. So all in all, the Soundstrike mould for the Baryonyx is incredibly strong. It's not too dissimilar to other sculpts, as you can see, again, bringing that kind of version of Limbo in. You can see they are very, very similar sculpt-wise, and they display well together. And I kind of like the characteristic looks you can get by having the jaw shut. That looks really, really cool. Now, it is worth noting Limbo will be getting re-released in the Soundstrike sculpt, and so will Chaos, Chaos being the Fallen Kingdom style Baryonyx, so this sculpt will be getting some future use as well. One last thing to note, this is part of the Dino Facts app, so as you can see, just there on the bottom, there is the scan code. And you can also see you do get that little area in the belly where the sound features come out. So I think that is going to be it for our review on Grim, guys. Definitely the Soundstrike figure I was most excited to get out of this assortment, and it lives up to my expectations. I am really, really happy with the colour scheme on Grim. It feels like it's been pulled straight from the cartoon, and I think that this is a really fun new version of the Baryonyx that does something different than the ones we've got so far, with it being very nice to get a Baryonyx in the Soundstrike format. With all of that said, guys, let us know what you think in the comments down below, and make sure to like, favourite and subscribe. We'll be bringing you plenty more content here on Jurassic Collectibles very soon. Thanks as always, guys, take care and have a great week.